This is workshop number 3, module number 3 from the workbook, which is all about becoming a responsible adult. So this is a difficult one. If you remember, I always use the analogy of being Tigger versus Eeyore, and obviously we want an intelligent Tigger, not a dumb bouncing Tigger. But if you are an Eeyore, if you have tendencies to be an Eeyore, it's very hard to admit it. And I always say there's people who are way on the positive side of the kind of emotional spectrum, and then there are people who are just very kind of middle of the road, and then there's some people who just have a more pessimistic outlook on life. If you are slightly more pessimistic, you need to move yourself to more towards the realistic end of the spectrum, because some people just can't be excited about everything. And I know a lot of people find me very annoying because I'm always excited about something, or I'm always positive about something. And if we were all the same, life would be very boring. But the goal of working through module 3 is just to accept that if you're not getting the results that you want in life, it may be to do with not being a responsible adult. Are you stepping up? Are you accepting responsibility for the results that you get in life? If you haven't worked through the exercise in module 2, I would encourage you to start there. That is creating your job description. And when you think about all the things that you want to achieve, and when you look at the obstacles, if you find that most of those obstacles are other people not doing things, you have to accept that maybe you're a little bit towards the Eeyore on the emotional scale. But you can change that. When you decide what you want to achieve in life, when you write down all the ways that you could add value to your job, and then you take other people out of the equation, then you will be able to take back control over your life. You'll be able to step up and become a responsible adult. So go through all the things that you do in a day, and all the things that frustrate you, and all the things that you wish you could do better, processes that could be improved. Work through the exercise for module 2 is the easiest way to do that. If you don't want to do that, just list out all the things that you deal with each day that you could do better. And then take the other people out of the equation and decide how you can do it better. If you're saying, I could do my job better if my manager gave me more training, well, if your manager's not going to get you training and you've presented a logical action plan to them, you just have to work around it. You either pay for the training yourself if it's that valuable to you, or you just do the best you can without the training. If you have talked with a co-worker and suggested ways the two of you could work together to improve a process, and they don't want to, if they're resistant to change, then you need to figure out a way that you can work around their issues and become more efficient, and step up and take responsibility. Often you'll find if someone is frustrating you, if they're not doing what you need them to do, when you step up, when you explain what you're going to do to make the situation better and get their agreement on an issue, they may step up and help. And if they don't, accept it. And sometimes you just have to build more time into a process, although that's not the most efficient way to do it. But sometimes just building in a bit more time and accepting that someone else is not going to step up, that is part of being a responsible adult. Accepting when you have control and making the most of it, and accepting when you don't have any control over someone else's actions and having to work around them. So stay positive. Take responsibility for the results that you're getting in life. If you're not getting the results you want, look very carefully at the reasons why. Take back your own power. Don't blame anyone else, and move forward with a positive mindset and decide how you're going to do things differently to step up and make some real changes in your life.